You will never be the same after knowing what is happening to your mother, my dear child. If you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, my child, hear me now, for this is the moment you have been waiting for. The truth about your mother is about to be revealed. What has been hidden behind closed doors is now coming to light. You have sensed something was wrong, felt that all was not well at home, wondered why your mother's smile doesn't reach her eyes anymore, and now at this moment I am revealing what has been concealed. You will never be the same after what you are about to know. There is something serious happening with your mother, something that occurs when you are not looking, something that was kept from your knowledge but not from mine. I have seen every tear, every silent moment of pain, every struggle she has endured alone, and now the time has come for you to know. You have noticed changes, haven't you? You have seen how she turns away sometimes. You have heard the slight tremor in her voice when she says everything is fine. You have felt the heaviness in the air when you enter the room unexpectedly. You have sensed something is different, but the full truth has been hidden from you until now. Your mother has been crying when you are not there. She has been putting on a brave face in your presence while breaking down in solitude. She has been carrying burdens without sharing their weight. She has been protecting you from her pain by suffering in silence. My child, I am uncovering it now. I am exposing what happens when you are not looking. You will feel the weight of this truth, for it will shake your understanding of your home life. It will make you question what you have missed. It will make you see your mother through new eyes. But do not be afraid. Do not feel guilt. Do not let this knowledge overwhelm you. What is being shown is meant to bring healing to your family. You cannot help with struggles you do not know exist. You cannot support someone who hides their pain. That is why I am revealing this to you now. This situation is not just about tears. It reveals the depth of your mother's love, how she has tried to shield you, how she has placed your peace above her own, how she has chosen to face her difficulties alone rather than burden you with them. They thought she could keep hiding her pain. They thought you would never discover her silent suffering. They thought this family secret would stay buried. But they did not realize that nothing is hidden from me. I see all things, I feel all hearts, and when the time is right, I reveal what needs to be known. The weight of knowing your mother cries in secret may feel heavy, but it is necessary. You have been living your life, focused on your own path, while she has been silently breaking. You have been sharing your successes and joys, not realizing she has been hiding her struggles and sorrows. You have been moving forward while she feels stuck in a place of silent suffering. My child, do not let this break your heart. What I am doing now is for the good of your family. Do you remember the times when you found her alone, staring into nothing? Do you recall moments when her eyes were red, and she claimed allergies? Do you remember how she would sometimes lock herself in the bathroom longer than usual? That was me showing you glimpses of the truth. That was my voice trying to make you aware. Now I am confirming what your heart has suspected. Your mother has been crying alone, believing you should never see her weakness. What she doesn't understand is that I am the revealer of necessary truths. I am the one who brings hidden pain into the open where it can be healed. I am the one who connects hearts that have grown distant, and now I am revealing what she has tried so hard to conceal. She cries about many things. She cries about the passing of time, about opportunities lost, about dreams set aside for the sake of family. She cries about her fears for your future, about her worries that she hasn't done enough, about her concern that she is becoming invisible to those she loves most. She cries about changes in her body, in her energy, in her place in the world. She cries about relationships strained, about words left unsaid, about love that feels unappreciated. My child, her tears have not gone unnoticed. I have caught every drop, I have felt the pain behind each sob, and now I am bringing her silent suffering to your attention. Do not let this revelation crush your spirit. Let it awaken compassion within you. Let it open your eyes to see beyond the strong mother who has always been your support. No one who truly loves should have to cry alone. No parent should bear their burdens in isolation. Every tear shed in secrecy is now being brought into the light where healing can begin. You are not to blame for not seeing this sooner. You have never been taught to look beyond the surface, to hear what is not spoken, to recognize pain that wears a smile. Even when you lived under the same roof, there were rooms of your mother's heart you were not invited to enter. She created those boundaries out of love, believing that protecting you from her struggles was her duty as a mother. That is why I am speaking now. That is why I am revealing now. Prepare yourself, my child. The truth about your mother's hidden tears is coming. You will understand the depth of her silent struggles. You will see how long this has been happening. You will realize what has remained unspoken in your family for too long. When that moment comes, do not turn away. Do not retreat into denial. Do not allow discomfort to close your heart. Stand firm in the face of this truth. I am not revealing this to create distance between you but to build a bridge of understanding where walls of silence have stood. I am preparing the way for a new relationship with your mother. I am removing the barriers that have kept you from truly seeing her. I am cutting through the pretense, the brave faces, the "everything is fine" responses that have prevented authentic connection. This will be difficult, but it is necessary. You cannot build a genuine relationship on a foundation of unspoken pain. You cannot truly love someone you do not fully see. There will be those who try to minimize this revelation. There will be family members who insist your mother is fine. There will be voices suggesting you should leave well enough alone. But do not be swayed by their attempts to maintain comfortable silence. Hold firm to the truth that has been shown to you. This revelation will change how you see your mother. It will transform your understanding of her daily life. It will open your eyes to struggles that have been happening right beside you, unseen until now. But my child, this is not a moment to feel only sadness. It is a moment to awaken to the full reality of the woman who gave you life. You are stepping into a deeper understanding of who your mother truly is beyond her role in your life. I am helping you see the complete person she is, with needs, dreams, and struggles of her own. I am showing you the woman who exists when no one is watching, who carries burdens when everyone else is sleeping, who manages pain while still caring for those around her. Where silent suffering existed, I will bring open communication. Where hidden tears flowed, I will establish honest sharing. Where brave faces concealed inner turmoil, I will replace them with authentic expression. You are entering a time of true seeing. You are walking into a period of genuine knowing. No longer will you be blind to your mother's struggles. No longer will you miss the signs of her pain. After this, the walls will come down. The truth will be undeniable. The connection will be possible in ways it never was before. You will never interact with your mother the same way again. You will speak with more awareness. You will listen with greater attention. You will watch for what remains unsaid. And my child, this is my doing. This is my intervention. This is my way of healing a relationship that deserves more depth than it currently has. Now go forward with courage. Do not let this knowledge paralyze you with guilt. Let it motivate you to action. Do not let it overwhelm you with sadness. Let it inspire you toward connection. Do not let it fill you with regret for what you didn't see before. Let it fill you with determination to see clearly now. Because this is your moment of awakening. This is your time of truth. This is your opportunity for transformation. My beloved child, from the moment your mother held you in her arms, she made a silent promise to protect you from pain, even at the cost of her own happiness. I have watched her sacrifice, seen her put her dreams on pause, observed as she gave up opportunities so you could have yours. There has never been a moment when she regretted these choices, but the weight of them has grown heavier over time. I have heard the cries she muffles with pillows late at night. I have understood the fatigue that comes from constant giving without receiving. I have been with her in those moments when she questions if anyone truly sees how hard she is trying, how much she is carrying, how deeply she is hurting. Today I come to you with a truth that will shake your foundation. A truth that will challenge your perception. A truth that will change everything about how you see your family dynamic. You have loved your mother, treated her with respect, perhaps even expressed gratitude for all she does. Your heart has been sincere in appreciating her. But there is something you must know. Something that has been happening behind closed doors, something that reveals just how difficult her journey has been. There is a room in your home where your mother goes when she thinks no one will notice. There is a time of day when she allows herself to remove the mask of strength she wears. There are moments when the brave face slips away, and the truth of her exhaustion, her worry, her sadness is revealed in tears she never wanted you to see. This is not to bring you guilt but to awaken you to the full reality of the woman who has given so much. It was spoken in privacy, experienced in solitude, and carried in silence. The moments when your mother breaks down have not been meant for you to witness. She has carefully hidden them, believing that her role is to be the pillar that never cracks, the foundation that never trembles, the shelter that never leaks. You have trusted that if something was truly wrong, she would tell you. You have believed that her "I'm fine" responses were truthful. You have assumed that she would ask for help if she needed it. But understand this, she was raised to be strong, to handle her problems alone, to never burden her children with her struggles. She learned long ago to cry silently, to wipe her tears quickly, to fix her makeup before opening the door. This pattern may not even be conscious for her. She may not realize how much she conceals, how much she carries alone, how much she suffers in silence. It has become such a natural part of her existence that she doesn't question whether there could be another way. But my child, her strength has limits. Her resilience has cracks. Her ability to carry everything alone is reaching a breaking point. I cannot allow her to continue this way without someone recognizing the toll it is taking. I cannot watch her cry one more night without someone reaching out to hold her. You have sensed it, haven't you? The moments when her smile didn't quite reach her eyes. The times when her laugh seemed hollow. The situations where her energy felt depleted beyond normal tiredness. You have noticed the subtle changes in her appearance, the weight loss or gain, the lack of care for herself, the signs of sleepless nights. Your spirit has been noticing, but your mind, busy with your own life challenges, has not fully processed these signals. But now, my child, you must see it. You must acknowledge it. You must understand that your mother is not as okay as she wants you to believe. I do not expose this to harm but to heal. I do not reveal to create guilt but to inspire action. There is freedom in truth for both of you, and I desire your family to walk in that freedom. The burden of pretending is heavy for your mother. When light shines on what has been happening, she too can be released from the exhaustion of maintaining appearances. She has been carrying a weight that was never meant to be borne alone. Do not rush to her with frantic energy. Do not approach her with accusations about hiding her feelings. Instead, create space for truth to emerge naturally. Invite her into conversations where vulnerability is safe. Show her through consistent actions that you are strong enough to handle her authentic self, not just the version she thinks you need. I am bringing this to light because the season ahead requires new patterns in your family. The challenges coming will need honest communication, mutual support, and genuine understanding. Your mother's habit of suffering alone cannot sustain through what lies ahead. She has been crying alone because she believes that is what good mothers do. Because she was taught that showing vulnerability is showing weakness. Because she thinks protecting you means hiding her humanity. Because she fears burdening you with her struggles when you have your own life to manage. This is why wisdom is needed now. This is why I call you to a deeper understanding of what true family connection requires. I am asking you to step beyond the comfortable dynamic you have established. To see the unspoken reality beneath familiar interactions. To recognize that loving someone fully means knowing them completely. You are not meant to fix everything for your mother. You are not meant to become her therapist or savior. But neither are you meant to remain blind to her struggles. You are not meant to accept surface answers when deeper truths need expression. I am teaching you sensitivity, perception, compassionate awareness. I am showing you what happens behind closed doors so that you can open new doors of communication. I am revealing her tears so that you can offer genuine comfort, not just for the problems she shares but for the ones she has kept hidden. This will change your relationship. This will transform family gatherings. This will shift every interaction moving forward. But do not be afraid of this change. I am with you through it. I will help you find the right words. I will guide your timing. I will open opportunities for connection that have not existed before. Even in this difficult revelation, you will find blessing. Even in discovering your mother's hidden pain, you will find pathways to deeper love. Even in facing these uncomfortable truths, you will find a stronger foundation for your relationship. This moment will not damage your family. It will rebuild it with truth at its center. It will help you move beyond the superficial conversations and obligatory check-ins. It will guide you toward authentic connection where nothing important remains unspoken. Growth requires seeing truth. Maturity means facing difficult realities. Love demands knowing the whole person, not just the parts they feel safe to show. Now that you know, you can love your mother more completely. Seek wisdom in how to proceed. I will show you the way. Do not let this shake your faith in family bonds. I am still working to strengthen your connection. I am still guiding you toward deeper understanding. I am still helping you build the relationship you both deserve but have been afraid to create. Stay attentive to my guidance and I will lead you through this revelation with wisdom and compassion. I will help you bridge the gap between what has been and what can be. I will guide you toward a relationship where your mother no longer needs to cry alone. Angel says, my child, prepare your heart for when you discover the full extent of your mother's hidden suffering, it will change everything. The brave face she has shown you has concealed years of silent tears. The strength you have admired has often collapsed when you weren't looking. The stability she provided came at great personal cost, and her confession will leave you with no choice but to see her completely. You will never see your family the same way after this revelation, but do not fear. I am with you. Nothing will be broken beyond repair. You are under my guidance, and I will show you how to respond with wisdom and love. My child, I have seen the nights your mother has spent crying when the house was quiet. I have watched her carry burdens without complaint. I have witnessed her practice her smile in the mirror before facing the family. The time of this hidden pain must end. This revelation will not come to you by accident. I have arranged for truth to emerge in a way that can no longer be ignored. It will come in a moment when defenses are down. It will be spoken when pretenses can no longer be maintained. The weight of silent suffering has become too heavy to bear, and the truth will find its way into the open. You will feel many emotions when you discover how your mother has been crying alone, shock that you didn't see it clearly before, sadness for her silent struggles, perhaps even frustration that she didn't share her truth sooner. But my child, do not stay trapped in these reactions. This revelation is not to burden you but to free both of you from the walls of silence that have grown between you. You have been relating to a version of your mother that was carefully presented. You have been loving the person she allowed you to see. You have been connecting with only part of her reality. This revelation is my way of removing the barriers to authentic relationship. The mother who has quietly cried believed she was protecting you. She thought maintaining strength was her responsibility. She didn't realize that in hiding her humanity, she was also hiding opportunities for genuine connection. She didn't understand that her tears, shared openly, could have built bridges rather than walls. Do not wonder why I've allowed her to suffer alone until now. There were lessons you both needed to learn separately before you could grow together. There were strengths you needed to develop before you could support each other in new ways. There were understandings that could only come through this process of revelation. Let this truth strengthen your relationship. This is not a crisis but an invitation to deeper connection. I am removing the pretense to make room for authenticity. I am clearing away the habit of surface interactions to create space for meaningful sharing. You must approach this with gentleness. Create safe moments for truth to be spoken. Ask questions that invite real answers. Listen without jumping to fix everything. Be present without judgment. Show through consistent actions that you can handle her full humanity, not just her polished presentation. Watch for openings in conversation. Pay attention to moments when her guard is lowered. Notice when she seems most tired or vulnerable. These are opportunities for new patterns to begin, for walls to come down, for truth to emerge. This will require patience. Years of hiding feelings cannot be undone in a single conversation. The habit of suffering alone will not be replaced overnight. But small moments of authenticity will build upon each other. Tiny cracks in the facade will gradually widen until truth flows freely between you. I am shifting the foundation of your relationship. People who once kept pain private will begin to share their struggles. Words once swallowed will find their voice. Emotions once hidden will be expressed openly. Watch carefully as I transform how your family communicates. Every tear your mother has shed alone will now serve a purpose. Every moment of isolated pain will become a building block for a stronger connection. The very suffering that has been concealed will become the material from which a new relationship is constructed. I know this is challenging, but trust me, my child. I have been working behind the scenes preparing both your hearts for this moment. I have been softening defenses, creating readiness for change, planting seeds of courage that will now bloom into honest communication. Let go of how your family has functioned in the past. Embrace the new patterns that will emerge as truth is spoken. Focus on creating safety for vulnerability. Focus on receiving without judgment what has been hidden for so long. You will not just recover from this revelation. You will rebuild on a stronger foundation. The plans I have for your family are greater than the limited connections you have accepted until now. Your mother will find relief in being fully seen. You will discover the blessing of authentic relationship. You will never be the same after learning that your mother cries alone, my child, but that is something to embrace, not fear. You are stepping into a more mature relationship, one where both people are fully human to each other. Trust me and know that I am guiding each conversation, each moment of new understanding. You are not alone in this discovery. You are not abandoned to figure it out by yourself. You are not without wisdom for how to proceed. I am with you in every careful word, every attentive silence, every compassionate response. Stay close to me and I will show you how to create space for your mother's full truth. I will help you respond with love when her brave face finally falls away. I will guide you in building a relationship where neither of you needs to hide your tears. Your mother's silent suffering stops now. The pretense of perfect strength ends here. The habit of carrying burdens alone will be replaced by shared support. This is my promise to your family that what has been hidden will serve as the foundation for what is being built. The revelation about your mother's secret tears will initially shake you, but it will ultimately strengthen your family. It will challenge comfortable patterns but create authentic connection. It will disrupt familiar interactions but establish meaningful relationship. Trust the process, my child. Watch as I transform hidden pain into visible healing. Observe as I build new pathways of communication where walls of silence once stood. Witness as I create beauty from the very tears that were once hidden away in shame and solitude.